Fizzbit Fern and the Singing Stones. Deep in the heart of Pebble Prairie lived Fizzbit Fern. She was a tiny, leafy creature with long twig arms and a mop of soft, mossy hair that smelled like spring rain. Fizzbit loved her quiet home, where the only sounds were the rustle of leaves and the gentle hum of bees. But one night, the prairie wasn't quiet at all. As the silver moon rose, the stones began to sing. Ooh! Whist, whist! Hoo! The rocks wailed. It was a loud, bumpy song that made the ground shiver and the flowers shake. Fizzbit's friend Pip, a tiny ladybug with bright red wings, landed on her shoulder. Pip's spots seemed to wiggle with every loud hoo. They both tried to tuck themselves under a large leaf to sleep, but the singing stones were just too noisy. "I must find out why the stones are so grumpy," Fizzbit said, standing up tall. She grabbed a glowing lantern berry and began to march through the prairie. The stones loomed like giant gray potatoes in the dark, each one whistling a different, loud note. Fizzbit and Pip stopped in front of a particularly large rock. It was shouting, "Whistle roar!" so loudly that Pip's wings fluttered. Fizzbit didn't run away. Instead, she stepped closer, squinting her eyes to see better in the dim light. Fizzbit leaned her head right against the stone's mouth. She felt a sudden whoosh of cold air hit her face. Her mossy hair blew back wildly, and she realized the stone wasn't singing with a voice. It was breathing. It flew right into the path of the wind and was tossed backward like a tiny red kite. Fizzbit watched carefully. She saw that the wind was rushing through the narrow cracks in the stones, making them toot and howl just like a flute. "The stones aren't grumpy," Fizzbit whispered. "They just have too many whistles. We need to give them some earmuffs." She ran to her garden and gathered a heavy bag of velvet grass seeds, which were the softest, fluffiest seeds in the whole prairie. Fizzbit and Pip worked together all through the night. Fizzbit tucked the soft, mossy seeds into every crack and crevice of the singing stones. Pip helped by dropping seeds into the very highest holes that Fizzbit couldn't reach. As the sun began to peek over the hills, the wind died down to a gentle breeze. The soft grass in the cracks muffled the sound until the ooze became shh. Pebble Prairie was quiet once more, and Fizzbit Fern finally fell fast asleep against a now silent mossy stone.